Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tim Roop. I'm with DWD Technology Group out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. And today's tip is going to be over how you can select both sales order, header, and line item detail from a Business Insights Explorer into a single file export. We're going to be using the sales order view in this example. If you've used Business Insights Explorers in the past, you've probably noticed that based on the Explorer you're using, you can only export the header information from the upper grid or the views information that's in the upper grid. So let's open this. As you can see, by default, the sales order view is only going to show you the header information in the top grid, as I stated. All of the line item detail is shown in the bottom preview grid down here for the line item that you have selected in the top grid. So if you select this, it's going to change based on what line you have selected up here. So there's no way to export this line item detail down here. It's only going to show you the detail that you have in the top grid. So the question is, how do we combine a grid view to be able to export both header and line item detail together? To do this, we're going to first we're going to make sure that we've got line items preview selected over here in this pane. And then we're going to say view. And then we're going to open this preview. And basically what that does is that takes your line item detail and moves it to the top grid. Now you have the ability to come in here and say edit in column settings. As you can see, it's showing you all of that line item detail for this preview. Now we're going to click the Add button, and we're going to select, it's showing you the tables that you have available right here. Now you're going to go in and select the SO Sales Order Header table, and this is all of the header information that's associated with that. So now you can come in and start picking and choosing the header information that you want to add. So we'll add order status, we'll add the customer number, and let's say we add in the bill to name, and let's pick and choose a couple more here. Let's choose the customer PO number, and maybe we'll choose the FOB. That'll give us a few header columns to select here, and then we'll say OK to reload this information. And unfortunately, when you're in that grid, let's go back into that for a second. In column settings, there's no way to adjust where those columns are here in this column settings window. You actually have to go into the grid itself. And as you can see, it puts everything at the end of that grid for the header information we just added. So now we actually have to take and move all of that header information to where we want it. In here, so we will put order status here. Customer number, we'll move that in here. Bill 2 name will move down here. Customer PO number. And FOB will move down here. And now we've kind of got this organized to where all of our header information is in front of all of our line item information. And now we have the capability to export this all in one file. And we'll just kind of expand this so we can actually see what we have. And now you have all of your header and information, line item information, all in one file. And that concludes this tip.